Good evening, I'm Grayson Holt.
And I'm Charles Foster. As you can tell, our construction in the studio is finished and we are finally back at the desk.
Yes, we are. We introduced this on election night, but it feels so much better to not be in the studio chairs in front of the video wall anymore.
Absolutely. Thank you very much to Rick and everyone else that made this possible.
Yes, thank you very much. And to start off today, after 7 years, Richard Allen has finally been found guilty. This 21-day trial is one of the most high-profile trials in Indiana history. The 52-year-old former pharmacy technician in Delphi had been charged with 2 counts of murder and 2 counts of murder while committing or attempting to commit kidnapping in the deaths of 13-year-old Abby Williams and 14-year-old Libby German. The girls' bodies were found near the Monon High Bridge and its trail near Delphi on February 14, 2017, a day after the girls went missing during a hike. Police have said Allen was first investigated shortly after the girls' bodies were found in 2017. However, he wasn't charged until October 28, 2022. Sentencing is set for December 20th. A gag order on people who handled the case and on the families of the suspect and victims will remain in place until the sentencing.
A Missouri man accused of a 3-decade-old murder is finally behind bars here in Indiana. Dana Shepard will be held here until the case goes to trial following the brutal rape and murder that happened in 1993. A woman was found inside Turtle Creek Apartments located on the north side of Indy after she had been raped and stabbed dozens of times inside her own home. The break in the case started in 2018 when IMPD shipped a DNA sample to a technology company who used their cutting-edge testing to link the 52-year-old to the murder. It turns out that he lived in the same apartment complex when the murder took place.
And police are conducting an investigation after a man who was dead inside a tanning bed was found dead inside a tanning bed, on the south side of Indy in a Planet Fitness. Police confirmed that the man had been there for 3 whole days before being found. Gym members noticed a foul smell that worsened near the tanning rooms. After police initiated their investigation, the man was confirmed as 39-year-old Derek Sink. Family members said Sink struggled with drug addiction and a needle was found in the room with him. However, Sink's cause of death has not yet been determined.
A Hendricks County teen died after crashing and rolling her vehicle on a county road outside of Pittsburgh. According to the Hendricks County Sheriff's Office, Morgan Henderson was driving westbound on County Road 900 North in a tan Nissan SUV when she caught air on a bump in the road. The SUV then rolled and hit a pickup truck parked in a private driveway. This picture was taken by the people who own the property. Investigators pronounced Henderson dead at the scene. The Sheriff's Office says speed may be a factor in the crash, but does not believe drugs and alcohol were involved. She was a student at Tri-West High School, and the community was shown nothing but support for her and her family. Students and staff showed up to school the next day wearing all green attire to honor her.
Students and staff are mourning the loss of a principal in Hamilton Heights School Corporation. Superintendent Derek Arrowwood confirmed the passing of Principal Jared Mason via letter sent to students and families. Students were given an e-learning day today and Thursday. All athletic activities that were scheduled Wednesday through Friday have been postponed. Students and staff explained that he was a colleague, friend, and their biggest fan. President-elect Donald Trump visited the White House this morning in a 2-hour meeting with President Joe Biden.
President-elect and former President, Donald, congratulations. And looking forward to having a, like we said, smooth transition. Do everything we can to make sure you're accommodated, what you need. And we're going to get a chance to talk about some of that today. So
good.
Welcome
Thank you
back.
very much. And thank you very much. And politics is tough. And it's, in many cases, not a very nice world, but it is a nice world today, and I appreciate it very much. A transition that's so smooth, it'll be as smooth as it can get, and I very much appreciate that, Jim.
You're welcome.
The two men continued their meeting behind closed doors and did not take questions. It's tradition for the outgoing president to host the incoming commander-in-chief following the election as part of a peaceful transfer of power. This is different from 2020, where Trump did not host Biden as Trump fought the election results.
President-elect Donald Trump has prematurely been adding to his cabinet and advisors, choosing who will be by his side in his next term of presidency. With a countdown of 68 days until Trump's second presidential inauguration, some of Trump's top picks have been questionable to the American people. Two of the most notable names chosen for Department of Government, officially SpaceX, Twitter, and Tesla CEO Elon Musk, alongside former Republican President hopeful Vivek Ramaswamy. Some other notable names are Marco Rubio as the Secretary of State and Chief of Staff Susie Wiles. Former co-campaign manager for the Trump campaign, Wiles will be the first woman to hold the position. With many high-ranking nominees requiring Senate approval, Trump's cabinet is not yet set in stone. We will keep you updated on Trump's growing list of advisors.
4 women are suing over Idaho's strict abortion bans. Jennifer Atkins, one of the plaintiffs in the case, explains that she is being made out as a medical refugee. The women who are represented by the Center for Reproductive Rights aren't asking for the state's abortion ban to be overturned. Instead, they want the judge to clarify and expand the exemptions to the strict ban so that people facing serious pregnancy complications can receive abortions before it's too late for them. Atkins' fetus had a severe medical condition that meant it would not survive the pregnancy. The condition put Atkins at risk of a dangerous syndrome that can cause fatally high blood pressure and other issues. Idaho's near-total ban makes performing an abortion a felony at any stage of pregnancy unless it's necessary to prevent the death of the pregnant woman.
Price growth ticked higher in October as voters began casting their ballots in the presidential election. The consumer price index climbed 2.6% last month when the data met Wall Street's expectations and markets responded favorably this morning. Stock futures turned higher while traders bid up the price of government bonds. Investors over the past week have been selling off government bonds because they believe Trump's proposals, such as higher tariffs and mass deportations, could set off another round of price growth. Analysts have said that the cost increases from the tariffs might end up representing only a one-time price raise of 2% across the whole country. We will be right back here with more news on Uindy TV News.
Pistol whip it right. Come on, man, Savage. You know how I always play your mixtape. Yeah. Got that action.
Yeah, that's hard. Yeah. Yeah.
Why do you cabbage on the road? Why you got 12 car garage? Why you pulling out your rappers car?
New release reviews with Ashley and Adel, only on Uindy Radio.
19-year-old Brighton Ritchie launched his bid for coroner in Scott County, Indiana, just before he graduated from high school. He won the primary and ran unopposed in the general election. Ritchie has been working in a funeral home the last few months, which helped get him interested in the idea. He then launched his bid for coroner. Ritchie won the primary and ran unopposed in the general election. Now he's working to complete the necessary training and line up his deputy. Ritchie said, "Whenever I'm going to investigate or talk to someone after their loved one has died, I want to provide the best professionalism and comfort for them." He also works full-time at a fire department and said he will keep the job while he serves his 4-year term as a coroner.
An Indiana University Kelly School of Business economic forecast shows that the Indiana economy is expected to outperform the national economy in 2025. Experts put together an economic outlook for 2025. Experts say that 2024 had a stronger than expected output, considering the stronger output and improvements in inflation. Indiana is on track to return to equilibrium in 2025. IU Kelly School of Business economist Phil Powell contributed to the report. Powell says Indiana is projected to do well thanks to a new business sector growth. Powell says his research has not shown a correlation between what political party is in the White House. The Kelly School of Business will publish a detailed report of its 2025 economic outlook in December of this year. You can find that information in the Indiana's Business Review when it is released.
Indiana Fever star Caitlin Clark will speak with former late-night show host David Letterman at Ball State University. Letterman will interview Clark on campus at Emmons Auditorium on Monday, December 2nd at 7 p.m. Tickets are free and will be given out on a first-come, first-served basis while supplies last. Officials say members of the public can get tickets in person during regular hours starting on Monday, November 18th at 10 a.m. at Emmons box office. The box office hours are 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Tickets are limited to 2 per person.
The Indiana Department of Education has a few weeks left to finalize its redesign of Indiana high school diplomas. The second public comment period for the state's redesign ended last Friday. Among comments are concerns of the redesign leading to the elimination of teachers' jobs and a less challenging curriculum for students. School counselors have also weighed in, saying the redesign may overload already overwhelmed school counselors amid a workforce shortage. Indiana's current graduation requirements will sunset October 1st, 2028, with new curriculum implemented with the class of 2029 onward.
Beyonce is buzzing in academia with a 1-hour credit course to be offered at Yale University next year, titled Beyonce Makes History: Black Radical Tradition, Culture, Theory, and Politics Through Music. The course will focus on her journey from her 2013 self-titled album to Cowboy Carter and how she inspired social and political awareness and engagement. Yale's African American Studies professor Daphne Brooks intends to use footage of her live performances as a portal for students to learn about Black intellectuals. That is actually really cool. I wish that we offered something like that at Uindy because I am a Beyonce girl at heart.
Absolutely, I think that'll be a really fun opportunity for the students at Yale, and especially to kind of learn about how she changed through the history.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that was all of your weekly Uindy TV newscast. Thank you for joining us.
Be sure to tune in to other Uindy TV productions on our YouTube channel at Uindy TV and check us out on Xfinity Channel 1096.
As always, have a good night.
And be safe, Indy.